Women-only social media app Giggle for girls taken to court by transgender woman Roxanne Tickle after her account was restricted. A transgender woman who was excluded from a women-only social media app should be awarded damages because the app's founder has persistently denied she is a woman, a Sydney court has heard. In February 2021, Roxanne Tickle downloaded the Giggle for Girls social networking app, which was marketed as a platform exclusively for women to share experiences and speak freely. Users needed to provide a selfie, which was assessed by artificial intelligence software to determine if they were a woman or man. Ms. Tickle's photograph was determined to be a woman, and she used the app's full features until September that year, when the account became restricted because the AI decision was manually overridden. In a case before the federal court, Ms. Tickle alleges unlawful discrimination on the basis of gender identity. It is the first case alleging gender identity discrimination to be heard by the court since 2013 changes to the Sex Discrimination Act. Ms. Tickle's counsel, Georgina Costello KC, told the court her client has a birth certificate stating her gender as female and has had gender-affirming surgery. She perceives herself as a woman, Ms. Costello said during an opening address. She presents herself as a woman, she uses a woman's name, and she feels in her mind, psychologically, that she is a woman. Ms. Costello said the respondents, including app founder Sally Grover, flatly deny that Ms. Tickle is a woman. She said the case law in respect of sex, gender, man and woman was clear that sex and gender and man and woman are not binary categories. A person can change from one to another. It was not purely a biological question, but partly psychological and partly social, Ms. Costello said. The respondents have invoked parts of sex discrimination law, which contain a carve-out for measures intended to achieve substantive equality between men and women. But Ms. Costello said that could not apply because Ms. Tickle is a woman. What you see here is really a series of artificial, after-the-fact justifications for conduct, which is really discrimination against transgender women, she said. Barrister Bridie Nolan, representing the app and founder, said the app's vision was for a little corner of the internet where women from all over the world could have refuge away from males. Ms. Nolan said it was clear from the terms of use that a user needed to be over the age of 16 and be female. It came under attack even in its nascency, but by 2021 had about 20,000 users, the court heard. A selfie photo was seen as the least controversial requirement of a user signing up, but it was intended that any males who got through would be caught by human eyes or other users reporting them. Ms. Nolan foreshadowed evidence from evolutionary biologist Colin Wright that it was perfectly and objectively and scientifically reasonable for Ms. Grover to identify Ms. Tickle as male. She said the respondents wished no indignity upon Ms. Tickle or others who expressed gender identity, but said sex is discriminatory. It always has been, it always will be, she said. Two small opposing rallies gathered outside the Sydney court for the opening day. A decision was made to not live-stream the proceedings after a screenshot of a previous hearing was posted online with inappropriate commentary. I appreciate the issues from this case give rise to strongly held views and emotions, Justice Robert Bromwich said. He said he will deal with the case based on the issues arising from the pleadings and was not taking sides. I will be interpreting and applying the law as it exists. It's no part of my function to determine what the law should be, he said. We all need to behave in this case, despite the emotions involved, with civility. The hearing is expected to run for 4 days.